Joining us now from TMZ is Harvey Levin. Harvey, good to see you.
Hey, Alex.
All right, so you've got a new story that I don't quite understand. Justin Bieber, for some reason, wants to fight Tom Cruise, and maybe this is going to happen. What's the deal?
Well, okay, I think I can break this down for you. So Justin tweeted a week or so ago that he said he wants to fight Tom Cruise in the octagon, like a UFC fight. And, you know, at first we looked at him and we thought, what's going on? So I called somebody in his camp and he said, look, Justin has never even met Tom Cruise, but he loves him, and it was just a joke. So at first we thought, okay, it's just a joke. Then we found out that last Friday, there was a phone call by Ari Emanuel, who is the co-CEO of William Morris Endeavor, which owns the UFC now. He called Scooter Braun, who is Justin's manager, and then they conferenced in Dana White, who is the president of the UFC. Ari said, I want this fight to happen. Scooter said, Justin wants to do it. He wants to do it. Dana said, we will absolutely do this fight if Tom Cruise says he'll do it. And then Ari said, I believe, based on what I know, and he's a well plugged in guy in this town, he said, I believe Tom Cruise will do it. So this is on its way to becoming, you know, everybody thought when Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, when people first talked about it, they said, oh, that never is going to happen. And it did. Tom Cruise is a very competitive guy. And, you know, he's 56 years old. Justin's 25. But they're both in really good shape. They both have MMA experience. So that's it. I mean, this is not just a joke. And Justin is down with doing it. And with Dana and Ari Emanuel on the phone, said he was down for doing it.
So, and of course, Ari Emanuel, people know, was the inspiration for Jeremy Piven's character on Entourage. So that gives you a sense of what that guy's kind of like a little bit. So
he is a powerful guy in town.
Yes, he is. And of course, his brother was once the White House chief of staff. So let's talk about what that would look like. What would a Bieber-Tom Cruise fight look like? Because Tom Cruise is twice his age and shorter.
But everybody I've spoken, not everybody, most people I've spoken with think Tom Cruise can do it. Tom Cruise was a championship high school wrestler. And now Justin Bieber has boxing experience, but, you know, Tom Cruise, he still does his own stunts. He's in great shape. I mean, who knows? I mean, the way the UFC works, I mean, one punch can change everything, even if it's an underdog. But I can tell you this, and, you know, people I've talked to in the UFC, this would be probably the biggest fight in the history of the UFC in terms of pay-per-view sales. I mean, who wouldn't watch this fight? It would be $300 million in pay-per-view. It would be crazy.
But why would Tom Cruise do this? He's one of the biggest movie stars in the world. He has a ton of money. He doesn't really need the attention. I mean, why would he take on Justin Bieber?
I think you just answered your question short of using the words bucket list. You know, I mean, he has accomplished pretty much everything. And think about, he is a very athletic guy. He's defying age. And here he could do something like this. He hasn't said yes. And the only thing I can tell you, because I've tried to contact Tom Cruise's people about this, and they're just radio silent on it. But, you know, Ari Emanuel does have contacts, and he acted on that phone call, I'm told, like he really believes, based on his knowledge, that Tom would do it. So we don't know if he would or not, but he's so competitive and athletic that, you know, listen, UFC is awesome. And there are a lot of people who love UFC and train for UFC. Justin was just training today at a gym in West Hollywood. So, you know, people love it. It's not like you look at UFC and say, oh my God, why would anybody do it? It's a great sport. And
although those are some pretty high-priced faces. You don't want to mess up those faces, right?
Oh, that's why God invented plastic surgery, Elex. Come on.
It's Hollywood, baby. So you're a betting man. I don't know if you're a betting man. Would you put your money on this? Is this going to happen?
God, would I bet It's still a long shot, but would I bet? Yeah, I'd bet. I mean, listen, everything I've seen in the last 3 years in this country defies every notion of what makes sense. So why not this?
People like a good show. That seems to be the thing that unites a lot of those things together, right, Harvey? All right.
Yep, absolutely.
Harvey Levin joined us from TMZ. What a story you've got today. Harvey, thanks so much.
Okay, Alex, we'll talk to you.